Hi, my name's Lost Ninja. You are watching Lost Ninja Plays Darkosto's Invasion Pack version 1.0.7. This is episode 22. And I'm no longer half asleep, which is nice. What's not so nice is I did actually have to fall asleep to fix this issue. Fizzy red wine. Great stuff. Comes out of a bottle marked Ribena, mind, but it's really red wine. Oh! Whatever these things are, haven't... Oh, that's not good, is it? Ah! I see. Looks like we might... we might not get them back. Not good. Why have we got a hole there, do you think? Right, so let's do 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, bugger. Yeah, although I'm getting them back like that, there's still this tile immersive engineering conveyor name. What I will do is I will delete those ones and give myself 13 new ones, because I didn't mean to do that. I mean, no, not true. I did mean to do that. Yeah, that should be right. I didn't mean to, I meant to do it one by one rather than give myself a stack to start with. Right, so 1, 2, 3. Can't do it the way I used to do it, which is annoying. Can't remember what the mod was called. Powercraft? But the conveyors in that were really good. You could place one down, and then, rather like in some mods where you can click the ladder to, you know, have the ladder go further down. It worked much the same way. I don't want to put zombies in it. No, that's not true. I do want to put zombies in it. I'm not going to put zombies in it. I do want to put zombies in it because having zombies in it would be really useful. Oh, that is more useful to know. I'll do it like that. That's the problem, you see. Okay, so what we want to do then is also we want to put in... Oh, I don't know. A few. So what's that? 1, 2... there shouldn't be any structures round about. Sorry, shouldn't be any holes round about. So we'll put one there. Ah, that didn't work very well. That might work. It might not. It might need a... Right, so I'm going to have to dig that one up. No, I'm going to put... well, in theory, anyway. Build your first responsive website. Wow. The only way it would be any use to me is if it would respond with about £1,000, so I can build a new computer. So, yeah, I've got, as I've mentioned previously, I have about, to be honest, that'd be more sensible, just build up going sideways still, wouldn't it? That's one advantage of these particular conveyor belts. Probably want to replace this lot with the unbreakable, well, I don't know if it's unbreakable, but the stuff that I've got for the walls of my base. So that wall there, and when I get to it, this wall here. That makes sense, actually. Let's do that. Stupid thing is, I mean, I understand there's probably a reason for it, and it's probably because I just haven't worked it out yet. But wouldn't you have thought that these things, because they're granite rocks rather than normal rocks, when combined as a foursome, they would turn into something other than gravel? It doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, why not just have them as not the same as rocks as everything else? I suspect it's because you can, if you had a bit of clay, I could turn them back into granite. But that's sort of, well, that's not really granite, is it? I don't know. The thing I've got to watch for is if I end up with mobs in there that will tunnel their way out, burn their way out. I'm going to have to be careful because they can, basically. Right, so what I want to do is I want to put that in there to repair it. Put that in there to charge it up. Put it in that one to charge it up. It'll do it at an appreciable speed. Right. Let's dump that away and that away and get a load of this stuff. The annoying thing about this stuff is you cannot place it with the diamond one. Right. Well, the only mobs that should spawn in this mob trap are the mobs that are coming from the thing I'm built, the mob spawner things I'm going to place. Yeah. So I shouldn't need anything more than a one wide exit like this. Pardon me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna redesign it slightly. I was going to have it too wide, going off that way and then coming up and coming round, but I'm not. I'm just going to have it doing it like this. Hopefully this will be enough. If it's not, it's not. There's not a lot I can do about it. I can't be bothered to do it the way I was going to do it, if you see what I mean. What I do want to do though is fix. That's not going to be good, is it? This is fun. In a, I don't know, strangely unfun sort of way. Wow, that's a lot of stuff coming down there, isn't it? Basically, if the mobs get out of this through the walls sideways, I'm in deeper trouble than just having mobs going sideways into the surrounding landscape. Because none of the mobs spawning in here should be able to even dig, never mind dig through large amounts of blocks. I don't like the fact that it doesn't make a noise when you place them. Ah! If it wasn't for the amount of time it had taken to place the damn things, I would get rid of all these conveyor blocks now. I'm not saying there aren't. I don't know. There might be blocks that I can use to take them off, but I don't know what it is. So I know some of the other mods have like some of the other mods with conveyor blocks in them have things that actually allow you to negate the conveyor block right from the get-go, sort of thing. No, I don't want to do that. I want to that's alright, that's not actually broken at all. It just looks broken. I think I just need to get rid of these ones up here. Ow. I need to repair my hat as well, I would think. Right. I can't remember. There's a way of... Oh. Aha! You can do... I wonder how you craft them to make them go upwards. I have a feeling it'd be 3 in an upward one rather than just like that. Anyway, so... because the thing I do need to do, as in most urgently, is make sure that there is a lighting system in here so that I can tell them to stop spawning. Well, not so much tell them to stop spawning, but so that the I tell you, it's nice to be able to place blocks above your head without worrying about them falling on you. It's also nice to know that those hundreds of blocks you made by mistake earlier on are actually going to be used for something. Right. Pardon me. Right, let us go and see if we can work out how to make these. I'll tell you what we'll do before we do that, though. We will bung up that hole and all. Right. Actually, I want that a bit higher, so that when they get over that, they can drop down into the actual thing I'm going to kill them in, which will be there. So basically they'll land here, they won't be able to get any further because of the blocks around them, and I'll be able to stab them in the knees with my swords. Yeah? Makes sense to you? It makes sense to me. I haven't got anything at the moment to stop them spawning, but I will add that. Just make sure I can still jump up. Right. I have decided that this stuff is the ugliest stuff available. It's just so ugly. Right, so I want to go upstairs and get some... Oh, love drug. Now, I want to get some... I'm sure I had more of that than that. I don't seem to have. Some of that, anyway. I want to put... Wish it had a list of you know, the equipped items there, so you could just drag them in directly. It'll do. For now. I'll get them fully repaired eventually. Just, Okay. So, put that back in the bag. Put that in the bag, that in the bag, that in the bag, and that in the bag, and that in the bag. What did we do? Oh, there we go. I'm also going to get some out of one of the ships. I'm not certain which ship yet, but one of the ship will lose its skeleton spawners. And I'm also going to put one of those there to get down quicker. Right, we've got nowhere in there for anything to spawn. Good. I want to put a proper roof on it, but probably not as easy as it sounds. Oh, I don't know, maybe not. Eventually I will have redstone cables coming out of the roof, which will have lights on the end of them, which will allow me to prevent spawning, in theory. Oh, two I haven't done yet. I haven't tried to work out where I get the cable from. Not the cable, the upward conveyor belt. Cool. Didn't mean to do that, as you can probably guess. The thing is, this bit should be actually dark enough for anything to spawn in, so it's... I don't think these cables, unlike the cables that come, not the cables, the conveyors that came with dark utilities, which I've used quite extensively in the past, I don't think the the conveyors that come with immersive engineering, which are the ones I'm using, have any ability how to have mobs spawn on them. What boots am I wearing? It's alright. Hey, it wouldn't let me. I tried to run forward and it didn't let me do anything. Right. Oh, I'll get a stack of that out, I think. I'm a bit puzzled because I thought I had more glowstone than that. In fact, to be fair, I was quite convinced I had more glowstone than that. I'm going to need quite a lot more glowstone than that. Let's just see if we can find anything that we can get them from. No. Right then. Have we got a spare one of those? No, it doesn't look like we have. Right, so one of those, I was thinking if we had a spare elevator block I could take that down now, but I don't. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to see if we could work out how to make vertical conveyors. Like that one there, vertical conveyor belt. Oh, we need extra iron, right. These are great. Yeah, so any mobs that spawn in here now will end up where I've set up the potential kill ground. In theory. Well, first of all, what we'll do is we will it won't do anything at the moment, so the difficulty is set to 0. And has been since I did other things. There we go. Mobs. Ooh, I hadn't thought of that. Of course, that's a supply of... Don't have to worry about that. He's not actually broken that block. It just looks like it. Right, so basically I'm going to leave them there to just get on with and spawn loads of them. Have we got any ender pearls? We've got one ender pearl, that's good. We'll use that ender pearl and some wool. And we will... Have we got any wool? Yes. In a word, we have. Right, so we will place that away and that away. We will get rid of that just like that. Makes life a bit easier, isn't it? Okay. Next then, we've got a mob spawner. We'll let them spawn for a bit longer. What we need now is to make... two more of those, I think, would be a good plan. Problem is we need... No, we don't... Oh, no, we don't need that yet. What we need is more glowstone. We'll turn that glowstone back into... ooh. Oh no, it's not quite grown yet, but we're getting there. We will turn that glowstone back into... okay, so we've got that to put in there, and that to put in there. Did we ever... No, I didn't think we would, because the problem is if you put glowstone in one of these, it turns it into blocks. And if you turn it into blocks, you've got to then mash it up to get it back out of that. So what we actually want to do then is... I think I'm going to go with 32 of those. 32 of those. I don't know, I've never tried this, to be honest. Yes, it does work the way I thought it did. Right. We want to... Oh, take those out. Put that, that, and that in. And the next time we go off exploring, we will need to find some more glowstone. 12. The thing is, it used to be there was a couple of buildings that had lots of glowstone in them, so you could get it out in quite large amounts quite easily. And now you can't. The buildings, there are less buildings with glowstone in, and B, there are. So I mean, I don't mean less. How do I describe it? There are a greater variety of different ruins. Yeah, so you don't get the buildings with glowstone in as often. Yeah, because you've got a greater variety, and because of that, you have less buildings that produce glowstone anyway. If you see what I mean. I mean, there was Barbie's dream house, which was the white and pink wool one. And that had probably 2 stacks of glowstone dust in it. They're not spawning in quite as great numbers as I had hoped now. And I've only got 9 odd nuggets so far, but yeah, it's better than nothing. It's possibly because I've got it on easy, and it really wants to be on hard or something to get the extra spawns. No, because I've got it on easy because I couldn't cope with it on anything harder than easy, so it makes sense to just leave it on easy, because then basically I'm using the difficulty to make the game easier. Capiche? I could do with a trash bucket, a trash barrel as well. No, wrong one. What I want to do is sneeze. What I want to do is yes, dark steel. It's not that easy because I need to empower it as well. Not empower, that's the wrong word, isn't it? Ender IO. No, I keep forgetting not to do that. Right, to get... Oh, it tells me on there, doesn't it? So I need a vibrant crystal. Vibrant crystals are made with vibrant alloy and vibrant alloy nuggets. I don't think I've got any of those lying around. I've got pulsating iron, but no vibrant iron. So I'd have to use some of the ones I've cooked up in here, but I have another use for those. And I don't have the ender stone. So how many would I need? 2, which would be, yeah, two ender pearls. So basically I'm going to need ender pearls as well. And I believe diamonds. 1, 2. Oh, maybe it's emeralds. Vibrant crystal, 2 of. Okay, and we end up with 2 nuggets left, which are not a lot of good to anybody. Not a lot good to man nor beast. What did I do with my anvil? Good question, actually. Oh, I know it'll be in there. Oh, it's not. There? Yeah, there we go, 1 anvil. Right, so 10 and I've got 16, so probably should have done legs next. So I need to go and kill some mobs. What enchantment have I got on there? Oh, bloody hell! Let's just get rid of all those enchantments as well. I can't even remember why I did that. Oh, I mean, obviously I did it in between episodes, but I have no idea why I put all those enchantments on there. But we'll take them all off again because they're not actually supposed to be on there. I was testing something out, but I mean, really and truly, I didn't actually mean to leave them on there. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. Options, global, inventory. There we go. Yeah, they're not dying as easily, are they? No, looting doesn't actually do anything. It's disabled. If you actually find a book with looting on it, it will say on it that the does not work. There's actually somewhere around. I've got a 11. I've got enough there. I've got a book with Silk Touch on it that I found. and it says on it that, you know, it's the Silk Touch. I'll just show you it. I haven't found a looting book. Yeah, there you go. Look, enchanted book, 325 voxels. Silk Touch does not work. And I don't think there's any Silk Touch in the game at all. Anyway, that's got. Oh no, I'd already done the chest play, hadn't I? It's the legs I was trying to do. So the next thing to do is I need to make potions of speed. Put on my legs. And those I might. Ah, no, it doesn't work like that yet. Oh, I've got Herobrine out there. Somewhere. That one there's a Herobrine. Did they just kill him? Oh no, yeah, they just killed him. Question is, did he drop anything useful? No. Well, I was rather hoping he would have dropped a they make a mess of these turrets, don't they? You can upgrade the turrets directly. I'm thinking of doing it, to be honest, because it's much easier to do turrets like that than to bother with making laser ones. Oh, actually, that might not be quite the case. Let's just have a quick look. You can upgrade them, but I don't think you can upgrade that base, because I think that base will only take... won't take any upgrades. The damage boost and its ender pearls. Yeah, that you can... Yeah, you've got no add-ons or upgrades. So I'd need to put a better base on it. If we're going to put a better base on it, I'd probably as well to do lasers. Anyway, what we were doing is we wanted to get some copper out. Actually, no, we didn't want to get that many copper out. We want to make 8, 16. No. Yeah, let's make 16. That's 32 redstone. I'm going to have to go back to the skull at some point, so that I can get some more bone meal, so I can make some more redstone. I will keep doing that, and it doesn't do me any good, because my heart goes bumpty bum, and I keep losing stuff, and I'm sick of it. I don't know, I just personally think it's just a stupid mechanic. Here's how to play the game, kids. Oh no, but we're going to change it so you can't play the game that way any longer. You have to play it a different way. Right, let's get the rest of those out. I think I got more items back then. I only had enough to make 16. Definitely. Because I only got 16 copper. Arrow. Oh, I know. From the mob's trap downstairs. Right, let's go and get this. See, they repair quite easily as well, so... I've got enough to make some more if I wanted to, I think. Recipe for that. Yeah, no, I haven't got enough ender pearls, but yeah, I'm in the process of having enough. That can just go in the bin. I'm never going to use it. Right. So I need from there. I want the carbon dust. That's going to get me 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I need four of those for each battery I'm going to make. And I need 8 of those for the 4 of them each for each battery I want to make. Which is one of those. An empowered Restunia, which I've got plenty of. I think I should be alright if I take out that one there and that one there. I'm going to take that out and move that one. I'm not certain what I will do with it next because it's in the wrong place now. What I do want to do is that. Just like that. The sun's going down and no more going in. That's alright. I don't know about this battery, what I'll do with it. It'd be sensible to have it somewhere that I can use it for something else. But I think for now we'll just shove it in the box. 3 of those. I'm going to have to, at some point in the not too distant future, make the final tier of battery. That I'm not too worried about, and that I'm not worried about at all. But those are quite expensive to make because I've got to make lots of glowstone for them. So yeah, a bit sort of iffy about those. So basically, I am desperately short of glowstone. I'm going to probably go off on an adventure to find some. I could do with finding some ender pearls and possibly some ender lilies. Yeah, ender lilies would be good. Oh, I tell you what we could do. Go and look at though. Gonna look at the farm that we've got upstairs. Because most of that should have grown by now, I would think. So I can then cook these potatoes up, and I'll have a nice steady supply of food. Not that I haven't now, but basically every time I think about food, I've got to go and think about getting this sort of food or that sort of food, or do I pick these cans up or do I not pick these cans up, sort of thing. Ooh, I haven't even planted the seeds there. I am surprised. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to work towards finishing this episode. Or maybe not. I don't know. Alright, I'm just making sure we got the line around. We'll make a... I can't remember what it's called. There's a block that I've talked about in the past, which uses a... I want a double one. Chests. Thing is, I keep using all my chests up. That's a trap chest, that's no good. Right, first of all, we'll do that. I think it's going to be something like that. No. I want one of those. Oh, right. So it's sort of one of those, basically. One of them will get wheat and seeds, and the other one will get, well, they won't at the moment because they haven't got any, but haven't got any too many, so wheat, seeds. Can anyone see any seeds? I can't see any seeds. Right, so the other thing I want to put in, I'm gonna, actually no, I'm not. To be fair, I have no use for carrots, really, is the problem. So I don't know what's going in the other hole yet. So let's grab that out and that out. You can plant poisonous potatoes as normal potatoes, but to be honest, I haven't got any use for them otherwise. We haven't got anywhere. Tell you what, we'll put in that last one. We'll put oak wood planks. I can't remember. There was something I was doing. I can't even remember if it was one of these series or a different series. Where I used, oh, what did I do now? Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just use dried. I'll just use the clay if I can find any. What did I do with it all? All in one of these, I just suspect. How many of those have we got now? 10.1k or something like that. 10,123. Stack limit is 256 stacks. I've got 158 stacks. So I'm not totally out of them yet. Right, put those two away. Put that away and that away. And that away. That's where all my chests had gone. Didn't really mean to make a whole more bunch. chalk dust. That's chalk dust as well. So we'll put... I have no use for it, but if I put a whole stack in there, I've got the... You know, I've got some spare sort of thing. In case I do find a use for it later, further down the line. Right then. That was what I was going to do. I was going to cook some potatoes up. That's what you call fast food, isn't it? Still a lot faster than I would have thought it would be. What happens if we take those out altogether? I mean, fuel consumption is half what it should be, less than half what it should be. It's just a bit on the slow side. Well, I think we'll leave it at 4, which is 1.5. It's slower than it was, but to be honest, how often do I sit there and think, oh, speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up? The one that I always seem to want to speed up is one of those, which is why I keep swapping them around. Yeah, those things work better in the rain if you've got you do something to the legs that I can't remember. And I can't show you them anyway because they're not visible from this point. Basically, they've got little legs underneath them, little stubby legs. These things, and you can convert them into ones that get more power when they are not so much get more power. They have when they're during the day when it's raining, they don't generate much power. If you put these, do whatever you do to put these legs on, they generate some power during the day. What I want to do with that is I want to move it so I can automate it. Because I've got lots of things that need recharging. And I think what I'll end up doing is go between this episode and the next. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, can I rotate it? Yeah. But seemingly not change its actual rotation. No, I can change its rotation, but not its change its horizontal rotation, not its vertical rotation. Right, so put that like that. So that's that sorted out. No, I didn't need that for anything particular. I just wanted to. I will need that. Probably. Have we got any? It should have some of that. And some of that. And a couple of chests. In fact, I will have 2 chests. And we will convert them to iron chests. Right, so what we want to do then is, hopefully, it won't, it doesn't lose its, only 300k RF, but hopefully it doesn't lose it when we pick it up. Oh, excuse me. Actually, do we really need to move it? Yeah, I think we do. Because I want to be able to put... That I want to leave as it is. I'm going to have a pressure plate there, wooden pressure plate there, running with redstone conduit up there to the back of there. So you chuck things down on it and it fires them off. But I'll have a button on it as well. So, maybe not, I don't know. Right, so we have that. It did retain its charge. So what we want to do is we put one on the top and hopefully one on the side. So we pull out into a chest, hopefully, and we pull out into there, hopefully. And when we grab everything that can be repaired from in here and repair it. Why am I carrying an iron shovel around? Nobody knows. Right. Let's see if this works. We'll put something that's going to repair quickly in first. Right, so that's easy enough. We will just put everything in here that we've got in here. And the stuff that I want to repair out of that box as well. What I do want is conduit facades. It's going to be caning my power, I would think. Not going to last me very long, is it? Tell you what we could do though, we could, just to give it a bit of extra boost, put that one down next to it. And that's going to be output. That's going to be input. That's going to be nothing. Nothing. Right. They don't repair. I'm not saying why I'm bothering to repair that. To be honest, I knew wire cuts didn't repair, vaguely. That I can just get rid of, I don't need it any longer. That needs repairing, that needs repairing, and that needs repairing. That I'm no interest in keeping any longer. Right, what else have we got in here? We've got an iron sword, we can repair that. Iron leggings, invalid chestplate I don't care about. Diamond leggings we can repair. I think whilst that is all going on, I'm going to go downstairs and cook up some... Not cook up. It would be nice if things that don't repair, in fact I'm not going to bother with that one actually, wouldn't be allowed to go into it. I'm not going to bother with those either. And I'm going to put that on until I come back. No, I'm going to go and spend both these hammers on... oh, that's stuff that I want to spend them on. Be careful, I don't have any boots on at the moment. Dum da dum dum. Dum da dum dum dum. Seriously, it didn't drop any. That sucks. No, I was expecting it to drop at least some. Neither of them did. Were they the wrong sort of hammers, maybe? I think they must have been the wrong sort of hammers. No, I was expecting them to produce, what do they call it? Nether quartz. I'm not in any great need for it, but I thought, I'll get some while I'm here. I'm hanging around waiting for stuff to happen. It didn't work, did it? Oh no. In fact, it was a complete waste of time, that trip. Right, I am going to go and do some other stuff. And whilst I am doing said other stuff, that will work. I'm completely out of power now. And it's getting dark, I think. No, it's just raining still. But that's the end of that episode. It's well over the hour mark anyway. End of that episode. Next episode, I am going to go... Probably going to have to go exploring. Actually, no, I won't. I'll go exploring between episodes. I need to get more glowstone in... I wouldn't say drastic amounts, but I need to get some more. So I'm going to go and find some glowstone. In the normal way I go and find things like that. And see what else we can find while I'm there. Pardon me. Just get rid of all that food. Oh, that's my dinosaur. Right, yeah, so I'm going to go and get some more food. I will try and find a couple more skeleton spawners, or those other spawners that I want, which are zombie pigmen or something. They would be useful. And then when I come back, it will probably be about day 80. Because doing all that's not actually going to be quick, I wouldn't think. Anyway, so yeah, until that point, cheerio.